one. If you were in a crowd, I'd be screaming, you'd all be hyped, foaming at the mouth for some counter. But you're sitting in your living room having a sip of your juice box, and that's okay too.
Foaming nonetheless.
Foaming nonetheless, aren't we all? Day one. I like this track, actually. I don't know who it is. Who's it called? Tom, let me promote them. Who are they? He'll tell me. Anyway, let's get into the action. Lots of nades, so many nades, and already seeing Crystal with a dually set up, established armored as well. A flash in the hands of Maiden. This is a recipe for success, Chad. I've got a feeling.
All right, well, there's a couple on the other side of the wall.
Oh.
Flash should come in now, and he peeks. Not going to get a kill, but damage has been done. Back and forth they go. Need to think better of hanging around as Valda has a nade to lob his direction. That might make them be a little bit shy of going for banana control here, OG, but this is on a timer, so probably after the first 15, 20 seconds has passed since this skirmish has gone on down, they will corral themselves up towards B. They have two smokes, a flash, well, two flashes and a HE, so this should be a relatively simple execute onto the B bomb site. They've actually been able to force away the rotation, but they're going for info over towards middle. Might be the wrong place, wrong time.
Just by waiting, look how much they've achieved. Oh, confirms there's one more in the apartments, but that might be NBK's death warrant signed. Pushing now behind the flank. Crystal's been both sides of Banana now, and with the dualies, he has fired a warning shot into Alexi. That will slow them down or corral them into the site. Farley prepares himself. Crystal tapping away at one. Maiden gone in the apartment's lurk, but it's still Farley with a chance and a very limited one. Don't forget, Gooshed right out of the gate. NBK with 3 frags, boasting them in the pistol alone. And that's his chance, and he has hit the first. Farley falls, Crystal to clutch, only 26 points of health. If he can catch Valda while he plants, or maybe not. NBK's had a fantastic round there. It was Maiden and Nuke, and it's NBK to start us off on the right foot here. OG 1-0 up on their map pick.
Yeah, so when these guys played last time on Inferno, it was an 11-4 CT half in favor of GODSENT. That was with OG getting the pistol and converting the second. Oh, it's such an odd, isn't it odd, the way that the Julies look in that camera angle? One pistol just stays stuck. That's not what we're looking for, and well, that's what NBK was looking for as Crystal gets taken on down, and it will be the force buy coming out from GODSENT. Deagles, Snapping Turtle for Crystal, utility as well. No defuse kit in play, and Maiden, he wants to have a little bit of a nibble. Into the Molotov, gets a headshot. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. They got a smoke and a nade for the half wall, and they feel like it's warranted, and I don't know what the cue is for Farley here. Look, opts for a logs nade instead, so nothing to go particularly to write home about.
So this smoke keeps them until roughly just above 1 minute. You can see a re-rotation coming in from Zen here. Here's a HE to drop as well. So if Farley wants to re-smoke this, oh, they're letting them take top banana control. This nade is good, better. Did a little bit of damage. 7.
Wow.
Huge amount, you know, 7 damage, man. 7. Whew. Lucky number for some. So Crystal still has a smoke on B and a Molotov. Dropped one of the 2 remaining. Seiko still has one over towards the A side of things. You can see he's on the balcony of apartments, but he's not going to have anybody coming his way. It will be the B set piece with the MAC-10s, UMP, and AK-47. We have a smoke for CT. We have a smoke for Coffins. Crystal now re-smoking a little bit deeper, and that's going to hold them there until roughly 20 seconds.
It's getting awkward now.
It is, and the Molotov is still in place. So if Crystal's smart, he'll hold on to this dropper on the stairs, exactly where he's aiming right now. This will force them into pool, and then they can tuck in and hide while OG is scrambling for control. Rotation's coming in as well. Oh, he's thrown it too early.
Way too early. Look at that. The smoke's still arriving. This is when they go. They've got about a 10-second window to find 2 frags here. 10, 9, running out of time. Need to just survive at this point, baiting them in. Farley hasn't fired a bullet yet. He's eventually overrun. Farley firing off and missing his shots too, and the bomb does go down. OG, the finest of margins defining this round. OG do have a real shot here though. And Maiden going down only confirms it. Zen to clutch. They're low. And so's he. Snapping Turtle, the 5.7 in his hands. Certainly a deadly weapon up close.
If he can make them both go down with the bomb here, that's just as good.
Sure, that's a good point.
Going forward.
I mean, this was a full investment on the AK, right? Like, NBK got 4 kills, decided to treat himself to an AK armor, and being so low, he does have to get some distance, like, now. Here's one, spots the other, and Issa saves the day. So, both of them will get away with 29 points of health between them. And we have ourselves a 2-0 conversion. That's exactly what OG needed to get their feet and their teeth dug into this second map.
Yeah, I guess Crystal was expecting them to play more contact-based that late in the round. Because that Molotov, if he had held on to it for just a few seconds more, just a couple seconds more, almost guarantees themselves that round right there. But it was a force buy. They're never guaranteed by any means. And now it will just be GODSENT going down to a couple of upgraded pistols, one for Maiden, one for Stiko, USPs for the others. And fast down middle, they trolley. And Valda's more than happy to grab a couple of those. Stiko with the TK. He will get Alexi B. And Valda. Hold up a second.
Yeah, I mean, it is only a second, I'm afraid, Chad, because there's a MAC-10 hunting him down. But good shots nonetheless. Quick pickup. Nice to see Valda finding his frag and footing early. Alexi yet to frag only one of the server, yet to draw blood.
Have you ever given blood?
Good question. Have I?
I've never been in a country as a resident long enough to
I used to always visit when my parents did. Like, they'd always take me with them and I'd have a tea and a biscuit.
Oh, that's nice.
That was kind of nice. But I
could
never
go with a tea and a
I'll be
biscuit.
honest, haven't been very good at donating blood.
I'm not very good with, well, I'm better with needles now. I'm an adult, but as a kid, I was terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so underway we go. The gun rounds are out. Stiko over towards B. He's the swingman. So he just goes over, sets up, uses his utility early, and you will see him rotate back over towards A once he's dumped all of his nades, just making sure that OG can't get banana control for free. So right now, they're still coming his way. If he rotates too early, he won't be there to support the boys. That nade's a good one, chunking Alexi B down to 61 points.
Retake Molly and Smoke coming in.
Yeah, they need to think about the timing on this because Alexi, he's still going to be behind it. They can just drop on back. They don't need to play in front. Yeah. Oh, they've extinguished it. They're going in.
That's the go? How interesting. The flashes are good too. Crystal's wondering what on earth he's supposed to be doing here. Gobbles 3 flashes. Smoke's late. Alexi's ahead of it. They won't be ready for him. He has the element of surprise here, and his Valdez will open up again. Damage needed from Maiden. The spray is wild. It's a double kill. Farley looking for a boost. This is an interesting one. Over the deep CT smoke gives them a line of sight for anyone trying to play around. Mantu could peek into this. He does. Bomb retrieved, but they can't spot him. The spray's good. Connects to 30. Valda falls to Stiko on the construction push. Smoking off Issa. He'll have to play close. Recovers the AK. That's something. They could reboost towards CT. Oh, Farley. That's...
Oh, I saw the shadow.
Yeah, that's dangerous game. Mantu will likely get one here. Now all onto Issa. Up against Stiko, a double kill to his name already. The defuse required. All he has to do is play the time here. And he does it to perfection. Issa, final frag, but the most important in the 1v1. And it's one of the first 1v1s we've seen this series that goes OG's way, Chad, if I force you to remember Nuke.
Oh, he won another one on Nuke, didn't he, Issa? He won the one with the CZ75, so converting right now. Good stuff from him. Maiden did the best he could with a bad situation. Oof. Stiko getting hot toes there just to find that frag, and simple as you like. Stiko assuming that he had shifted over towards the banana position, and a bit of a giggle there from Issa. As round number 5 will be going underway. So GODSENT, let's see. Can you make a more competitive map than what OG could? This is another CT-sided map. Expecting 9-6, 10-5 halves is pretty par for the course on a map like Inferno. As Stiko with the deagle again. Most of his frags so far have come with that. Did also have a TK, so add or take an extra one from the tally, however you want to look at it. All right.
Losing Valda is going to slow OG down considerably, considering NBK's on alert caps. They might want to give him time to maneuver. Zen, the only target there. The rest have previously stacked over towards B, but with this pause, with this downtime, Stiko returns to a 2-on-2 setup. Might spot him here. Oh.
Trying to trap him in with that Molotov. So Zen now... Okay. I was going to say, had some choices. They were made for him. And now it's just Stiko with that deagle, low on HP. If he gets one, that's enough.
Yeah, if Crystal could draw some fire, he does. And now with Farley down, they get an AK in Stiko's hands too. All onto NBK. And Crystal does manage to get himself out to play. Farley as well from the library position. Would need some spectacularly precise shots here, and a flash is pretty much his only bet for the go. Does take the head off of Stiko with some precision there. 13 seconds required of NBK. I don't see a world where they don't contest this plant. Fakes it out. And they both walk in. NBK clutches up, but not for the first time. Quad kill in the round. A spectacular start for the natural born killer. 10 kills to 1.
Yeah, that was GODSENT's chance to steal one away, but denied by one of the veterans of the OG squad here. It looked like all the work was done.
That shot gave him a chance. fakes it with just 5 seconds to play with. That is nuts, and Valda's definitely going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where you're just assuming he's going for that hard plant, just wanting to get the money and look, all the benefits of that 40 seconds added. But the spacing was a bit tight. He was able to capitalize, and now the guns are back out. Crystal top banana, flashes from the T side, helping and aiding. That's 2 big kills from Maiden and Crystal. The B-bomb site duo are good for, well, exactly that. 2 of their own, as they did take a lot of damage.
There's no way MBK is going to check bedroom, is, okay, so he's opting for amps, so they are going to be passing each other. And there's a real gap in the CT setup here where there's a world where MBK gets really audacious. You can even catch Crystal on the rotate. Imagine that being the announcement.
He has to be so careful. Because of Sticko's position, they're assuming no one is in the halls. So MBK can post up here. Oh, okay. Good trade over towards the B side of things. It's just Alexi with the bomb. But MBK still has a shot. If he goes through window and clears it diligently... Oh.
He's walked straight past him. Zen up mid.
There's a kill here.
Will he be ready for the flank? Probably not. MBK... vulnerable. Oh, Stiko gives him the ridiculous gift that is his knowledge of now another CT in the apartment. Alexi's still got the bomb banana. Crystal's rotating in. MBK's done so much, he can just disappear now. Flashing Crystal off the line, doesn't quite achieve its goal. Farley with an AWP to hold down this B finish. All 5 corpses will litter the B side if Farley succeeds here. Smokes. Does he really want to elevate over them? He does. He pulls the trigger onto Alexi. 3-on-1. Surely not another clutch on the cards for NBK here. Crystal's rotating in. Shot to draw fire. Smokes to enable a setup. NBK options so limited. He wouldn't really, would he?
Such a risk. Worth the shot. Trying to find a frag before he gets isolated in the back of the bomb site. Normally when you planning on the B side, think of Dust 2, you want to try and find a jewel before the CT start to retake. But MBK will get the bomb down. Still a threatening round indeed. Making sure they're picking up all the goodies. You can see the AK-47s, Molotovs in the hands of 2 of the GODSENT players. But this was Farley onto Mantu with the trade on the grenade situation that was going on down. And then Alexi B, just as the smoke blooms, will be taken out of the equation. So 5-1. You're not too unhappy with things right now if you are OG. Oh, we have a Magician.
Is he explaining strategy or was it magic?
I'm not sure. It could have been magic. Let's pretend it was magic. Maybe it was a strategy.
Good to see a Magician and a Clown.
3 MAC-10s out. So this could be an accelerated round right here on the side of things from OG. Farley getting quite aggressive.
Flash is perfect. Gives him a safe exit.
There's 3 towards top banana as well. Maybe all those nades going off. Yes, it will. Look how quickly they're making the move towards top bid. Alexi's making the call. Come on, boys. It's 3 banana. Let's go.
He wants it quick. He wants it precise. He wants it efficient. Smoking off quad side. Will it be a long wrap? It does seem the flash is going to force them out. No, they're not. Farley with an uncharacteristic miss, and that leaves Maiden vulnerable. He does go down. Alexi elevates over the AWP shot. Nice work onto the pallet. He's practically opened up the site on his own. Now, OG poised for their 6th collection. Stiko wrapping in from short, has found one. Crystal to Molly Valda into the fight. Has a smoke, though, and keeps himself safe and sound for now. This smoke does give him a pinpoint precision, and NBK's not looking. Crystal can win this. Damage inflicted. Issa down to 29. Stiko to clutch. They know Valda was one. Yeah, they know there was one graveyard, and Issa low. Oh, that was his chance. Issa in the off angle. And that's the collection. So OG right back into the control of this game. And it puts them into dire straits. 4.2 at the high end, 3.9 at the low end. This was the jump up over the shot. Nice work.
You can see why they wanted to accelerate, though, because Maiden was still in transition, right? He hadn't been there long enough to really know what was going on over towards that A side of things. And getting caught out, nade in the hand, that's one of the worst ways to go. It's always very frustrating when you're not set up ready to go for a kill. But GODSENT will bounce back, and they're looking to see if they can steal round number 8. They have the AWP and Farley, who had a lot of residual cash. Maiden's been able to get himself an M4. A couple of 5-7s. And oh, a leg shot from Mantu. Almost able to convert. That would have been a huge opening. OG would have started running away with this one. They're able to pick that one up for free. Farley will remain dangerous, and the team nade onto Maiden. Things are really falling apart right now for the GODSENT side of things.
Yeah, this is a complete and total reversal. It's like we're swapping the roles, swapping the team names. We're back on Nuke. All of the oopsies, all of the cracks that can show in someone's game, this time manifesting for GODSENT.
Well, they made the right call to rotate back around towards the A side, but will they get there in time? Once again, the smokes go out. One towards Library, once towards the Arch side. Farley relocating towards Graveyard. Alexi B, same again.
They have opened up. Farley trying to keep him on lock and key, but that's a hard AWP angle to play. Zen seems prepared for the Alexi B swing, but it will be down to the timing. And damage. That's all, and that's not enough. Bomb will be planted. Another successful round for OG into the A site. Maiden dealt a dud hand.
So the problem with this scoreline and being on the CT side for GODSENT is their buys are going to be few and far between. So saving guns is going to become more and more important as the game tapers on, but winning rounds has to prioritize over that once you get down to, I don't know, OG having 9. So at this point of the game anyway, it is already dire for GODSENT. Now, sure, if they turn around with a 9-6 half or a 10-5 half on the CT side, it's manageable, it's serviceable. We can always talk about winning the pistols, converting against the force buys. You've heard the story a million times. But it's in the fashion in which these rounds are going down. GODSENT are getting caught off guard. They're not looking polished. And I think we could say the same thing as what we saw just over there on map number 1, which was Nuke, in case you missed it. It was a quick one. I wouldn't blame you for missing the start. Maybe you were running a little bit late. There's the nade from Crystal. Hello. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. How audacious were those bunch of lads yesterday, Rush?
Oh yeah, we did meet some fellas.
They were pretty audacious. They had some swagger about them, I guess.
Yeah, they had some very interesting stories. Some of which I don't think we can say on it.
Is that like 7 dudes sitting in a hot tub, 2 feet apart because they're not? No?
Ready for love?
Not ready for love. There's 7 of them just hanging out, watching the game, shirtless.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking. Rush, did you see what he was talking about?
No idea. No, yeah. Not a clue there, Chad.
Sorry, that might have just been one of the figment of my imagination.
I was looking at the map, seeing where 7's going, seeing where 3's going, what kind of plan
but the lads
got.
were audacious. Like, it was a surprise to see so many young, very, very kind of broken English, but they were really trying.
Giving it a crack.
They were asking us all the questions. They were asking if we've ever had sex before.
It's a big question.
It's a big question.
I think when I told them I was 31, their mind was a little bit blown.
Yeah, they were. But they said that you looked 25.
I looked 25. That was very nice.
Sweet.
Aww.
We had to teach them you don't shout when you see a nice lady walking past. Yes. We had to teach them
Play it cool, boys.
Play it cool. God, that was funny.
So out of the blue as well.
It was so odd. Yeah, just walked up and just sat on the wall next to us. Decided they were going to try and steal our
Ghiblies and Wibblies.
Ghiblies and Wibblies. Maiden.
He's a bit wibbled.
Down. He is certainly wibbled. Maybe a wobble as well if Crystal's not careful. A smoke grenade is the only thing that will keep them at bay, and even that's not a guarantee. Does he even get to deploy it? At the moment, Valve, a very wide stance. That's the chance. That should be the smoke, but flash. Team flash, if that. Smoking towards CT. 4 CTs have arrived here, though. This is a little nerve-wracking. I'm sure Alexi B's switched on, though. He knows that there's been no control of the other side of the map, and only spotting Crystal so far, so likely this is smoke and mirrors, but I've seen OG sometimes get a little caught out by the clock. 40 seconds, they've got plenty of time in a wide open A site. So this gamble stack has been ruled out.
Well, if they run to A, they've definitely beaten the stack. But if they hang around and think they want to go back to the B side of things, that aggression should be the call. Hold up, man. So you have the bomb, my friend. He realizes after finding the first frag, and now they're able to lock on out towards A. 24 seconds remaining on the clock. It's just Farley who's on the scene. He would have to do something insane.
Go on, Farley. No armor, just the deagle. And the first headshot is the next target, trying to steady his aim. The swing and the AWP to connect. And so bombs down. Poor Zen and Stiko then coming in from the apartments area, one from CT spawn. This just feels like Groundhog Day again. An impossible retake. Smokes locking you out. Rounds just draining from you throughout this Inferno. T-side, it's very reminiscent of how dominant GODSENT were on their first map and spotted with a nade in his hand. Zen, no element of surprise here. Will soften up NBK, that's a guarantee. Couldn't really have got any more damage out of that one.
Just trying to take them down with the bomb here, keep that money under control. It hasn't buoyed too much on the side of things for OG. They're currently sitting at roughly the 4K mark across the board. That's going to go up right now, closer to the 7 and 8. So money is looking good for multiple buys if they were to start losing some rounds. But it seems difficult to see how GODSENT can get back into this. 8-1 is the scoreline now. OG have already locked up the half win. And threw the box onto Farley there, giving his best with the deagle.
Oh, Farley's one of those gamers.
Oh, the Vert keyboard gamer.
Vert keyboard gamer.
All right. I've played with a few of those in my time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's usually a product of someone that started their career on a small desk.
Yeah.
And it's just translates. And some people that actually have giant desks sit there and try and replicate it because they think it's going to help them.
It's all just personal preference, ladies and gentlemen. There's no right way.
Absolutely not.
Whatever you feel the most comfortable with.
A tactile feel. And there is just a tip of MBK's beret.
Oh,
En français.
pain.
Yeah, that's nice. Zen, here's him. Wants to get that trade, and all the flashes are so good.
No.
Mantu just catches Zen full blind, doing the dance. Crystal gone too, just Stiko. Head, dead. 2, in fact, into the side. Need Dissa as well to be competitive. Maybe he's trying to support, but it's a little late out of the smoke, and Mantu's ready. They are little mosquitoes, just all around the site. A nuisance.
OG maulers right now. They are just spanking GODSENT something cruel. Look at this from Alexi. The timing on Zen as well there. You could see he was trying to transition across top mid, play behind the smoke in case there was the pop of the flash coming on through. Gets a look of MBK in Boiler Room. Thinks he's been offered up a bit of a kill right there. Moves forward. Flashbang comes through. Alexi finishes him off. It's just nightmare stations. I was going to say for the international side, but that's not true because we have 2 international squadrons in the server right here. Alexi will take a bit of damage with that Molotov and nade to soften him up even more so, make that a second, down to 7 points of health, but he still holds on to the territory.
Thinks better of it.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you're GODSENT, you've all in with a lot of your nades there, so you do have to hang around. You don't want to give up banana control for free here. You can just get executed on. You need to start playing with a few more risks. And that's why a buy that we're seeing like this coming on through is exactly that. Zen, he does have a little bit more utility to drop. You can see in the back lines there. Maybe he's going to flash on over when they are expecting OG to push up towards that half wall. But with how passive they're sitting right now, that might not be on the cards. Here we go. Flash over.
Good reaction.
Maiden's taken out of the picture.
It's always cool to see a Union Jack in the player. Swapping out the AWP to Alexi's low HP, enable him to hold the flank in middle while they progress up. I think Zen and Crystal gone double oranges boost here. No, 1 low, 1 high. Crystal jiggling for info, gets more than he bargained for. Will deploy the smoke. 38, that's a prime time to get it down, Chad. They are starting to corral them. If Farley can deal with NBK, he can't. Again with the timing, fantastic from the Frenchman.
They should fake and go back. I know they don't know what's on the other side here, but with 25 seconds left in mid control. Yeah, A should be open.
Oh,
Get
so
on out
awkward.
of there.
20 seconds, Alexi's got to make a call.
There's still time to go back.
He's got to make a call now.
No longer, they have to commit.
Oh no, not like this. Crystal needs another one. It's Mantu to relieve the pressure. Zen knows time's on his side. Needs to find one precisely, but again, OG, the narrowest of margins. And they'll convert it into the 10th. Goodness me, I got a little sketched out after that one.
Yeah, it was worrisome for a moment, but OG definitely didn't. They didn't panic, knowing that they could deal with the amount of time on the clock right there. Mansu coming up huge with the AK-47. He gave the AWP with Bogdan's Law over to that of Alexi, just to make himself more mobile on the entry. And entry was exactly what they needed, finishing off the last 2 kills of the round there, as we'll see OG post 10 on the board on their T side. We were getting excited for what GODSENT were doing on their T side of Nuke. Well, we should be doing the same here for OG. They're looking fantastic. It's a lockout, it's a shutout. GODSENT really don't have a shoe-in. Farley, he's been struggling to find those opening impacts we were talking about. 11 AWP kills last time these 2 teams went toe-to-toe. Oh no, Crystal through the wall. He needs to get out of the way.
The flashes are so relentless. Every time you think there's a chance, it's another one in your face. Farley does want to remove a lot of info here, but the deep smoke on the half wall will deter.
That was good stuff. So able to keep Farley out of the picture, and it's actually forced him to be left alone on the B side. So now he can be overwhelmed. And behind the smoke they come. So Valdo might go for the nutmeg here. It looks like he will be sitting in the smoke, and as this fades, he'll have the advantage. Molotov to push back top banana. Now they can set up for the set piece. 59 seconds left on the clock. Still patrolling over towards alt middle. MBK's been a bit of a hero, and now they know that the AWP is still over towards the B side of things. So maybe they'll mix it back up. But if they go towards A in this juncture, there are 4 players. 3 towards top mid, 1 on the quad side, 2 towards the arch, Sticko over towards apartments. They've made the right call. Alexi B with some fantastic reads here.
Yeah, he's on it today. Really is. 4-man stack on A, and they're heading to the second letter of the alphabet. Limited util, it's Mantu to smoke CT. Looks like he's got one tucked in on that half wall there. Crystal will arrive. Smoke towards Farley's position, so the AWP's nullified, and a flashbang combo. Crystal just caught with the spray. The team damage. Farley still cowering. 13 seconds. He could destabilize. He'd have to hit a couple. NBK relieves some pressure. It's still Alexi so low. Any smoke shots could have lost him the round, but he just punching in the digits. Okay, round safe. And everyone's good. Just Zen gonna try and do some smooth moves to hide up here. What's he opting for? Chicken slash, of course.
I love that one. That's one of my favorites. Will he ride the bike?
I think he's gonna try and opt for the disbalanced corner stare.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Rush, can you fly into the radio for us, just here on the little table? All right, hold up. What are we on? Are we on AM or FM?
It's got VU.
It says FM at the start there.
Voltage uptake. I'm just making things up. It's a SED, of course.
Yeah, we're on 94.3. Yeah, I think.
Hello and welcome to 94.3. You're listening to Inferno Radio live from Alabama.
All right, so enjoy your American accent. You're so much braver than I. I don't know how I could put, like, I know that I can do one, like a real trashy American accent, like a country hick type situation. Sure. But I always feel that once I go for it, it's not going to land.
You can do like the basic boy from LA as well. Like,
right,
like seriously, like, yeah, dude, oh my God. Yeah, for sure. We'll have some of those brewskis and hang out with my bros and I'll disrespect women. You know, like I know how they sound.
Whoa, okay, yeah, no, that's a pretty good impression. Rush is good at impressions too, aren't you, Rush?
Yeah, roger that. My American accent is quite on point here. As we're on Inferno. You got to stretch out the R's. Inferno. Look
for
at this
real.
Push, though.
For sure. Valda has already got himself the first frag, and actually Stiko's spray is connected. He goes down with the ship. Zen, the next captain to step on board. It looks like he's denying good info. With the support of Maiden's util, that's enough to kind of say there's two here. You might want to slow this one down, and they will. Numbers favoring OG for what feels like the 12th time this game.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is not what we were expecting to see. It's great to see teams on their map choice having really good T-sides. It means the work that they're putting in is paying off. But there's not a lot of resistance. There's not a lot of crazy clutch moments. It's not that high intensity back and forth Counter-Strike that we were getting last weekend when Lauren left us. I thought that she was the bad luck charm, but apparently it's the teams in the server.
Yeah,
would have thunk it.
Teams at this level of competition, you know, your OGs and your GODSENTs, I wouldn't be too far away and separated in the current power rankings, but yeah, it does seem like there is a lot more of this where the map pool depth is visible on people's preferences. And here's Zen. Just goes 1 for 1. MBK's really been switched on, it seems, here, as he does just hang out with the fishes. They're all quick to flurry to him. They're actually piranhas, so they'll be having a nice snack now.
It doesn't look like a bad place to have a bit of a nap. I fell in a fish pond once.
Are you going to go ashes or you want to be buried?
Ashes, I think.
Anywhere you want to sprinkle them? The lantern? Sprinkle them in the pool?
No, I don't know. Just throw them away.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I might, yeah.
I want you and Henry to put some of my ashes in a locket and wear them around your neck for the rest of your life.
I'm so into that. I'll see if I can make like a ring, a piece of jewelry out of you.
Okay.
Who's that? I mean, what's that? No, it's more like who's that? That was the dialogue I was trying to create. But we're into it, and a deep smoke already. It's so hard for me to pretend to be invested in this. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's over now. They were going to a third. What's the third map, Chad?
Good question. I even lost track of that. I think it was Train. It was Train,
It was Train, yes.
Because I think there was...
You got excited about that one, though.
Yeah, I want to see Farley and Mantu going toe-to-toe on the AWP because they're two names who have only really come onto our docket in 2020. So right there, I was looking to see the youngsters with the big greens. But it's going to be an interesting game because remember Alexi B, we referenced it in the pregame interview, he had that 18-0. I'm doing my desk segment already. I should shut up. We're going to fill out some more time.
Yeah.
I'll just do some... I do play-by-play a bit quicker. I need some practice.
That's true. Actually, why don't we do that little role reversal for the end of this game?
Okay.
We'll get some chatty play-by-play.
All right.
Rushfleet, feel free to provide any color because I won't have anything to say.
Yeah, AKs are...
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you could try again next time.
That's pretty accurate, Rush. There are AKs.
Stiko to be tested on that pit. 3 members gambling over towards B. So basically, this round's already over, which is why it can be hard to play by play. But Stiko could change my mind if he was to kill 4 people. Wouldn't you say, Chad?
I would say, Alex. I would definitely say. Stiko in the pit here, rifle in hand. 5 angry T's on the other side. The flash comes out. Can he deliver? Finding the first, jumping off the balcony, and Stiko with the dink. But MBK with the exact exchange as Alexi B mantles into the site. 10 seconds left. The bomb will go down. Another retake is on.
It is on this time, like Donkey Kong. Barreling in appropriately. You can hear them. Valda elevated. You can see Crystal, and he does connect the necessary shots. Poor GODSENT. 5 kills to his name. It doesn't look like a 6th is on the cards today. Just the rounds are over at like 45 seconds. It's really, there's no suspense. You know, normally...
I could build it, but I can't.
Yeah, but for anyone watching, just to fill you in, it's really fun when we, the casters, and you, the viewers, are both uncertain as to what's going to happen. That's half the fun. The outcome is the unknown, and discovering it together is the entertainment. But this one, unfortunately, the outcome is known in all capacities, both in the final result of this map and in most of these rounds. The early casualties and missteps have led us, whether it's gamble stacks or something else, to also know the outcome of each round before it's really done. So that's why we're not casting like it's Katowice. If you were sitting there scratching your head saying dumb casters, bring back the, and then reminiscing about an arena event. Man. No, I know. There's a lot of people that kind of expect arena voice.
You don't want arena voice for this, because then when we do get into the arena, when we do get back to LAN, you'd be like, it sounds the same. You don't want it sounding, you don't want an arena right now.
Absolutely not. You just want something to watch while you're having your afternoon coffee.
Maybe your Cocoa Pops.
Or your Cocoa Pops.
You're allowed to have them at lunchtime on a Saturday.
Are you?
I think so.
Crystal, grey screen, Valda, first frag of many. Alexi as well through the smoke. The stack is going to bear fruit for Stiko, but only temporarily. And again, at the 1 minute 18 mark, this round is over.
And he's been heard. MBK knows what's going on. They're well aware that he's pushing down middle. And dead. So that's the half, ladies and gentlemen, 14-1. I know that's not what we didn't sign up for, but that's what you got. So let's see how the second half goes, and we'll get on to the third map in probably 5 to 10 minutes. Stick with us.
It's the adrenaline running through my game. It gets me high, high, high. Got no time to waste. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm fascinated.
It's a quick few games to start the day, it seems. GODSENT and OG is a little bit of a mismatch on each other's map picks. We've seen a smashing from GODSENT over on Nuke, and now it's GODSENT feeling the brunt and the brute force that is OG's Inferno. A 14-1 half, folks, does leave us unenthused, but not unentertained. Myself and Sponge hanging out in the studio, just playing around, just being toddlers, but being paid to do it.
Is bemused a word?
Bemused, yes.
Yeah.
I was bemused by something. I think it means when you're like kind of, you're aware you're supposed to laugh, but you don't. But that's probably not the actual case. Let me see. Bemused.
Yeah, look that one up. It feels like one we can use.
Puzzled, confused, bewildered.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not amusement at all. Not linked. It's an expression on his face, like a weird champ.
We need to stay out of that bloody
I tried.
emoticon world, mate. Mate, he's got his 5th kill.
Here comes 6 and 7, bro. I'm feeling it. Crystal's already taken 1, though. Hunting down NBK, and I will remind you, he has on for a tear. Very sharp in Inferno, but not today. Dulled by Crystal's clock.
Well, 7, 8, 9.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Precisely. Now, this retake is difficult, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm going to say this one is probably going in the way of GODSENT, and they'll be getting their 2nd round on the board. Yes, 2nd round. They started on the CT side. Now, if they are going to do a 14-round comeback...
Bias casters.
If they're going to do a...
GODSENT won the pistol. You weren't even believing in the comeback.
If they're going to do a 14-round comeback on the T side, I will be very, very impressed.
You'll eat at least a forkful of a mouse mat.
Forkful?
Yeah.
That's rubber. I
know, but I'll microwave it or something.
Can't I just eat like a terrible food?
I was thinking a mouse mat. There's so many lying around. If they do it, come on, Chad, you put your money where your mouth is. Put your mouse pad where your money is, mouth is.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Okay, well, it's a good start all the same. Fantastic. It's exactly what the doctor ordered, and that is a crystal.
Look at him having a smile.
Yeah.
I like how he's got like a couch or a viewing area in the back. You reckon his TV's next to his desk?
I imagine so. I reckon he's got a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah.
Ooh, the bunny hop, though. Someone's got a little extra speed. It was Alexi, but he's not using it to any success. Now, the nade they like to throw. Can I just learn the OG lineup real quick, Rush? Because he does one where it's like just to the right of new box. Oh, he's not going to do it, is he?
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. It looks simple. It looks like the one I need.
Volder might go for it a little bit later in the round. I guess it depends on what we see.
Yeah, can we have some steps, please? GODSENT, could you come up banana so he has to use his nade? Thank you.
Up you come.
Yes, now could you just fire some shots? Maybe, yeah, oh, Molotov, perfect. That might pull it out. Oh.
Is he maneuvering? No, he's standing taut.
Oh, no, he's even got his here. All right, no fancy skybox nades yet.
But it might be a B execute, which is kind of cool because
that is exciting.
They're doing the CT and the coffins smokes. The nade from Mantu's not going to get limbered on out here. He's going to mantle on up.
Oh, that nade would be the dream right now,
imagine.
imagine.
The smoke.
Yeah, they're all about to burst. Like, we're having a full team nutmeg here.
Oh, he's waiting. This is going to be bad timing. He needs to throw it now.
I think he's got it. That's enough.
Are they faking this? They can't fake this. They're out of nades. GODSENT have to commit to this.
Is that smoke going to win him around?
This is not ideal from GODSENT.
Felder still has that nade, dude. Drop it, surely. Oh, my God. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Please, please. There's a chance. If he softens them all up with those deagles, there's a world. And it's he's going to do well to find the first. Now the Molotovs rain in. The nade's way too late. Oof. Does land into Farley's front door. Time is of the essence. They're sweeping in. Steeko's gone as well. They have to plant. Responsibility now on Zen. No one can contest. Farley to babysit. With such low HP, he is vulnerable, and he'll start to clear out CT. So that works out wonderfully, and this one will be GODSENT's third. No kits. So if they were to go for this, we'd need to see NBK and Mantu walking on up as a pair. It does seem like they're more interested in containment at this point. They know that there's some damage inflicted. Yeah,
it will be scary for GODSENT to push into CT, but the fact they don't have any info towards Banana, I think that's where the exit path will be going through. And they're just chucking the guns away, making sure that you can... Hey, Crystal, I know you like the MAC-10, buddy, but we got a Galil here for you, mate. So take one of them. So they will salvage the rifles on the side of things for GODSENT. NBK and Mantu will just hold on to their pistols. And the upgrade from OG. It nets a little bit of damage, but GODSENT will post 3 rounds on the board here.
Aw. I don't know why this one touched my heart, but it did. Just got a message from someone. He's just a smiley face. He says, I listen to you in chat every time I do my homework.
Oh.
With the love hearts.
Well, I hope that you're getting good grades.
Yeah, man. You got to get that education. Then you can start deciding who you're going to be as a human being.
Yeah. It's just important. It's like the backstop in life, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the backbone of being a part of the functional society that we live in.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth of it all, isn't it? But we're going to get this one back underway with those saved pistols for Mantu and
Here we are.
Okay.
Oh, it's a different pop flash, though. If you're a new box gamer...
I don't mind it.
I'm not complaining at all.
I kind of sometimes just think, oh, they just line it up with something and it's fine. It's like, yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, but some of them really are very effective, and poor Alexi B, not going to be very effective in this one. As useful as... Wow, okay. Apparently there are some uses for a chocolate teapot.
Dude, I've done so good of not eating anything bad.
Me too. They put up a big basket of sugary treats in the catering.
Yeah.
And I have not reached into it.
At all.
At all.
Nice, good
You know
stuff.
who I am?
A changed man.
Because I'm a gummy fiend.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like... I haven't got a sweet tooth to the Chad, like, white
I
chocolate
love the
pancake
chocolate, yeah.
cheat day.
Yeah.
But, like, I couldn't resist gummy sweets, and they had a whole plethora of those Malwams. I love a sour cherry,
yeah?
I do. I love a bit of sour cherry life.
Okay.
I've resisted it. I'm becoming better. I like the way I look in the mirror now. It's nice.
Yeah, it feels like the changes that warrants the behavioral decisions, right?
Can you say that again slowly for my little brain?
The changes,
yes,
they warrant the behavioral
changes
decisions.
warrant the behavior. Yes, they do.
Yeah. So I think this is the opening, ladies and gentlemen, that we didn't see. I don't know how you expect Rush to get that one. I know you guys are raging in the chat.
TT Tours.
But no, it's good. I did dabble last night in some Nutella and banana on a waffle. And that was about it. That's about as far as I've gone. It was a Friday night. I wanted to treat myself, all right? Stop with those eyes of judgment. Round 19, back underway. Farley, AWP. Mantu with the big green ting on the big man ting. As he scoped up down middle. Not being greeted with anybody early, whereas Farley, well, he's going to be a little bit happier. Salesman came to his door.
Yikes!
Typewriter.
That's really an uncomfortable amount of damage to be taking accidentally. 70 done to Farley, or essentially. Someone's in the chat saying 66, but screw you guys. Stiko up onto the apps, and Mantu just walks straight into the crosshairs. That's a great start. He nearly finds MBK. Numbers favoring GODSENT. I might have to start warming up that mouse pad, Chad.
Zen is up close and personal, so this is going to apply a lot of pressure to Eason. He's going to come through Boiler. Could be in the back lines. If he can get a double kill here, this round is still on, but he needs to strike. He needs a sound cue to do so. Bomb down. Does he realize one is snuck past? Faffing about with his nades. Molotov to hold at base. Smoke now as the bomb can be picked on up. Chunk of damage onto Crystal. Down to 68. Volder, he's the man with the play.
Check your left, he won't do it. Unspotted for now, and that's the frag. Yeah, Farley, the last man standing. His teammate found the necessary frag. It's all on to Farley to clutch for GODSENT, or this defuse is coming in. OG in pursuit of their 15th. Feels like a formality. Valder on the bomb again. No X-ray here. If you're wondering, that's why. We are in the same world as Farley. He hits the first, can't convert. Defuse this time. Valder takes the double and takes the round. It's 15 for OG. Closing in to taking us to 3, and Train is what we're waiting for.
Normally late. We are in Germany. They say that things are quite efficient here. Let me tell you, I lived here before.
Dude, I saw the stats. Apparently the Deutsche Bahn are on time 80% of the time.
Well, how come 80% of the time I get the trains, they're not on time? Every time I get coming in from the airport,
yeah,
like there's a delay.
I don't know how they justify it.
I know in Japan, like the train driver will apologize to the people on the train if it's delayed.
Because he knows that he holds, you know, over 100 people's careers potentially in his palm of his hand.
Yeah. All right, well,
how many people get on a train, Chad? Like, I really struggle to find a number that sounded right there.
Well, unlike the ICEs.
Like the big ICE, you're going across the country.
I reckon 500 people could fit on one of those.
I reckon it's probably a weirdly, surprisingly large number. Think how many people are in each carriage, dude. Like, Jesus, there's 4 seats. Well, there's way more than 4 seats, Alex. Sneaking in. Double kill. Alexi dunking onto Crystal. Does see Alexi now under a little threat. He'll be able to relieve a little bit of that pressure now with the smoke grenade deployed. A kit for Alexi to scoop up as well, should he need it. Issa, off angle and a powerful one, but he does get warded off by Stiko as he is rocking a default knife. Okay, a bit of a hipster here. That's a good smoke around the hay bales to give him a one-way and a bit of a route out. Farley got to contain this here. A smoke would work, but ahead of it is MBK and sprays there. Zen will trade. 3-on-2. Bomb towards the short side. They should have a chance for a plant here. No one can really contest it.
Molly's good as well, so they can hold them off for a little bit longer if they're well placed. Stico's going to lob one out behind that smoke. Nade over the top. Will actually be landing some damage onto Zen. So Mantu can lock Zen into the site once this smoke clears on out. Him spamming away and that grenade as well as the flash. Give the information through and Zen going for a pick, trying to equalize things up. He goes down. It's just Stiko 1-on-3. Grabs the first. 2 more to find.
Oh, 2 spectacular headshots, but Stiko with a chance to extend the game. Dunk towards Maiden. It's Mantu. Time on his side as well, Stiko. Mantu with a fake. All he has to do is jump to the info.
What?
Mantu hits the shot. Is this how the game ends? It is. Wow. Okay, Mantu. Little smirk. As he knows he secured that one. It was a spectacular start from Stiko, but Mantu fights fire with fire. And we're off the train next.
Would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?